Okay, so I said I was gonna make some videos, so we're gonna start right here, right now, with this video. What I do for a job, I've said it in a video before, I'm the manager of a detail shop at a car dealership. So I didn't start at that position. When I started, I was working what they call the wash bay, all right? Pretty much the wash bay that's what this video is gonna be about, is working in a car dealership in the detail department, starting in the wash bay, and how you're treated, how the job is, if it's easy, if it's hard, what it pays. I'm gonna go all over that topic in this video. To start out, it's a very entry-level position. There's really three main entry-level positions at a car dealership. There's a lot porter or lot attendant, your wash bay, or a lube tech. They're all very simple starter positions at a car dealership. If you're looking to get into working at a car dealership, maybe you want to become a mechanic or lead the detail shop or manage it, or maybe you want to become a salesman. There's your three different jobs you want to get into. You either want to become a lot porter so that you can become a salesman, or you can start in the wash bay so that you can get into detail so that you can eventually become the manager of the detail shop. Or you can become a lube tech to then learn and become how to become an actual technician, doing other things besides oil changes, tires, basic stuff like that. So pretty much when you start out any of these positions, but specifically the wash bay position, you're probably going to be paid anywhere from, and it may vary depending on where you live, $10 to $12 an hour. I started at $11 an hour, and I was promised a raise to I think $11.50 or $12 an hour after 90 days. That didn't end up happening. I don't want to go into specifics because then it might show where I work at. I just don't want to go into specifics on what happened with the company. So we're just going to put it that it ended up not happening. To make a long story short though, I work at the dealership, but I work for a different company now. But I'm going to go over my time working in wash bay. So pretty much, working in wash bay, I was only allowed to wash. I didn't detail. Only wash. I mean, obviously I vacuum and stuff, but I didn't detail cars. I was not allowed to. They had a detailer for that. And the people who worked in wash bay did all the, when they sell a car, you clean it for delivery. You do cars for auction. Hello, Achilles. You're interrupting me. What are you interrupting my video for? Yes, you. You're interrupting. Quit interrupting my video. You go lay down. Go lay down. Sorry about the interruption there. You go lay down. Anyway, so starting out in wash bay, you're gonna make 10 to $12 an hour, somewhere in there. And you're gonna start out, you're gonna be washing the sold cars. Some dealerships, every customer who goes through the service department, they're gonna get their car washed for free. That's some dealerships are like that. So you're gonna be washing, drying cars, vacuuming cars out, cleaning the windows, cleaning the wheels, and put tire shine on the cars. Maybe you're gonna be doing auction cars that go to auction. We did those quite often. There'd be like the wholesale like junkie on their last leg kind of cars most of the time, and we would just clean them up best we could. I mean, sometimes it would be like detailing a car, but we're just cleaning it for auction. So pretty much it didn't matter if it looked 100% good, like if it was going on the lot to sell to a retail customer. One thing that happened quite often being in the wash bay is I was constantly being thrown around to do different tasks that needed done around the dealership. For example, if the lot porter needed help, I would help him organize the lot. Maybe we'd have to go to a different dealership because there was a few dealerships in the chain of dealer that I currently work at. So maybe we would have to go to another dealership and pick a car up because a salesman wanted to show that car later that day. One time, I ended up going to a different state to get a dealer trade car. So pretty much we had a car, they had a car we wanted to sell to a customer, so we traded cars. So me and another gentleman went down to Kentucky and we swapped cars at trucks at a dealership, and then I came back. So we'll send people to do that because it's cheaper than getting it shipped. It's cheaper to send two people. We're probably both getting, I was getting $11 an hour. The other guy was probably getting about the same thing. But I just do things like that all the time. Just random things. Like if a car was dead on the lot and they're showing it to a customer, they would page for me, and I would go out there and I'd get the car running, pull it around front, and they could show it. Whether that was my job or not, what I was told to be my job is pretty irrelevant. In the initial phase, when I got hired, the job listing was for auto detailer, and I had some detailing experience, so that's what I thought I was getting into. But when I did my interview, he kind of told me that's not really what it was. He said pretty much what you're going to be doing is you're going to be washing, cleaning vehicles. You're not really going to be detailing. You're also going to be, helping with whatever needs done, gassing vehicles up that are sold, just stuff like that. Easy tasks. It really is not a difficult job by any means at all. You're usually paid very little to do the job, and you're usually the one who gets blamed for everything around the dealership as well. Regardless if it's your fault or not, wash bay, lot porters, and lube techs get blamed. Whether they do it or not, they get blamed for a lot of things, or if something doesn't look a right way, they get blamed for it, regardless whose fault it is. I will say though, this does not apply to every dealership, but in my case specifically, the wash bay position is usually treated with the least amount of respect. The detail department overall is treated with the least amount of respect out of any position in a car dealership. But when you are in wash bay, you are treated like you're nothing. Like you're nothing. You're just another cog in the wheel. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, just the way you're talked to by whether it's a salesman or sometimes the service people, the technicians. Now, luckily in my case, all the technicians at my dealership are pretty nice, but I've heard stories of technicians at other dealerships just treating people in wash bay like they're dirt on the floor or something like that, which is completely ridiculous to think just because you're a mechanic and you can fix cars, or if you're a salesman and you sell cars, you think you're better than somebody else, or that they're beneath you in any way. Although you're treated poorly most of the time, and again, this does not apply to every dealership. This is just in my case. You run all the errands. You do the things that other people don't want to do. And if you're okay with that, then this is an easy job. I can't say it was a difficult job at all. Because there have been days, I remember, and again, I don't do this anymore, but there have been days when, I would come in at 10 a.m. and I'd leave at 7 p.m. at closing time. There would be days when half of my day I wasn't even there. I would be running to a different dealership, swapping cars, or go picking one up that they wanted to show, or taking something to a body shop, or picking up parts for the parts department, just random things. And that part I really liked. Really, who I would recommend this job to, or similar jobs as the lot porter or the lube tech, is if you're really wanting to get into the dealership and get started working there. Those are all three great positions to start in. You're not gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna have to do a lot of things other people don't wanna do. You might get treated like crap. But if you're wanting to get in these other positions in these companies and you don't mind doing it, then go ahead and do it. Another person who this job might be good for and easy for is if you're in high school or college. Maybe you're looking for a part-time job or even a full-time job. And again, it just depends on the dealership, because in my situation, they were hiring full-time people, but we had 2 full-time people in the wash bay and 1 part-timer who is a high school kid. He worked in the evenings every day after school, and he worked on Saturdays. So if you're in high school and you need a part-time job, then that would be a great, easy job being a lot porter, a lube tech, or in the wash bay, because at my dealership, all 3 of those positions had high school kids in them. I know, I was just curious, I had a quick question for you.
What up?
When you worked in the wash bay at the dealership you worked at, how was your overall experience? Was it like okay, or people treat you like crap, or what?
You were always treated like shit, but we gave it right back.
Yeah. And you think that'd be like a good job for like high school kids or people in college?
I mean, high school kids, yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
I did it when I was in college, but it was also because my dad worked there and all my friends worked there.
Yeah. See, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. If you're in high school, great job. Or if you're looking to you want to get your foot in the door working at a dealership, then it's a great position to start in. You're gonna have to do a lot of things that people don't want to do. You're probably gonna get maybe treated like crap, again, depending on the dealership. Some, they treat the wash bay people completely like normal people. It's just gonna depend on the other people in your environment, I guess. But yeah, you're gonna get paid probably 10 to 12 bucks, and again, depending when you're watching this, if you're watching this years down the line, maybe the minimum wage has gone up or something like that, or what people are paying, and maybe it'll be 13 to 15 bucks an hour, but who knows? But yeah, you're gonna probably make about 10 to 12 bucks an hour. And you can probably get both part-time and full-time employment. I would say younger people is probably best for. And it can be fun. It can be fun. And it also can suck at the same time. If you guys are thinking about, you know, maybe applying for a wash bay position or a lot porter or a lube tech, and you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I'll definitely give you my opinion, what I think about it. That's all I got for today's video. If you guys, of course, have any questions, leave them down below. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.